This disaster didn't just affect humans, it attacked all life. But they could taste it in the air. Had turned the atmosphere into poison.
This is the disaster timeline of the Great Smog of 1952.
London, December 1952. An empire built on coal. Every column of smoke was a testament to the power and prosperity of an empire that never sleeps.
To fight the harsh cold, people burned anything they could, especially cheap coal.
Night falls, and as usual, the London fog begins its dance.
But that night, an extreme weather event was silently taking place.
A natural trap, a temperature inversion, had locked London tight.
The city had sealed itself. Millions of tons of toxic smoke now had no escape.
It was no longer fog. It was transforming into something else. Animals were the first to sense the abnormality in the air.
That night, London fell asleep, not knowing it would never wake up the same. The first day, the sun did not rise in London. Or rather, it couldn't. Visibility dropped to a single arm's length. A city of 8 million people was suddenly blind.
They had to revert to the most primitive methods to move. But it was useless.
On the River Thames, all activity ceased. Only the mournful horns of ships cried out like trapped beasts. Life was suspended. The games ended. The joy went out.
All that remained was the weight in a colorless world.
At first, they just thought it was a bad fog. They didn't know they were facing a natural disaster, aided by man.
Time itself seemed to stop moving. All attempts at connection became hopeless. The air was so thick you could feel it.
Art itself had to fall silent before the killer fog.
Not a single door, not a single wall could stop it. The safest refuge was now compromised.
It was invisible, odorless, but it had the taste of acid, the taste of ruin.
Vast public spaces now turned into endless, suffocating labyrinths.
The news of yesterday
had become meaningless.
The hospitals were overwhelmed. The sound of ambulance sirens, hopeless, lost in the fog.
The city was weeping, with tears made of the very thing that built it, coal and sulfur.
Beauty was defiled. Innocence was ruined.
This disaster didn't just affect humans, it attacked all life.
Evidence of the invader was everywhere. The very air of London had become poison. The symbol of British strength now looked tired and filthy.
The initial number.
A late savior. The wind tore apart the toxic blanket.
Pushing the giant, man-made monster out to sea.
But this was not a sweet relief. The light exposed the horrifying truth. It exposed the scar that the disaster left behind. Nature, too, was a victim.
The real number.
A lesson paid for at too high a price. From the tragedy, hope was born. But history has a dangerous habit of repeating itself.
The scar remains, a reminder that man's greatest enemy is sometimes what he breathes every day.